And here we are on page 10, question 13. And here we have an amazing diagram. The person that came up with this diagram here, a lot of thought has gone into it. It's just absolutely amazing. Wow, is all I can say. Wow. All right. Well, let's read this and see what it is. This is a rhombus, which is a square tilted on the side a little bit. The angles are not at 90 degrees. Here we got some parallel lines as well. Okay, now let's start working here. Now, when we got two parallel lines, so that's parallel lines there, and we got a line going across, we know that these two angles are the same. So that's also 20, right? Okay. Now here we also know that here we have a isosceles triangle, all right? Because it's isosceles triangle, these two angles are the same, all right? So all the angles in the triangle become 180. So 180 minus 20, we got 160 left, right? So each of these angles will be half of that 160. So that's 80, and that's 80 there. Okay. Now from that, we can work out this angle here, because this angle here, that's a straight line. So that has to be 100. Okay. All right. So 100 plus 80 is 180. That's a straight line. All right. Okay, and let's change color pen. Looking here at this rhombus, we know in the rhombus the opposite sides are equal angles, so that's 110 there. Okay, we also know that all four corners, or all four angles are equal to 360. So let's do a quick calculation here. 360 minus 110 minus 110 equals 140. All right, so we got this and this 140, they're equal. So that's 70. That's 70. All right. We also know that that here will be half of it. So that will be 35. Okay. And now we look at this straight line. Let me change color pen again to blue. So here we have this straight line here. All right. Straight line, that's 35. So this here must be 180 minus 35, which is equal to 180 minus 35 is equal to 145. Okay, so that there is 145. All right. And okay, we also know this angle here, because that straight line there is 180. 180 minus 110 minus 20 is equal to, let's do a quick calculation, 180 minus 110 minus 20 is equal to 50. All right, so this angle here is equal to 50. All right, and of course, to find out this angle here, which is what the question wants you to find out, we know all the angles within a four-sided diagram, all right, is equal to 360. So therefore, angle D is equal to 360 minus 145 minus 50 minus 100. And let's do a quick calculation here. 360 minus 145 minus 50 minus 100, and that gives us 65. 65 degrees, that's the answer there, and 65 degrees is correct. Next page. And this is page 11. So here we have a series of numbers, 12, 15, 18, and so forth until 99. We are basically counting in threes. All right. Now let's have a look to see how many numbers are there actually altogether from 12 to 99. Well, let's take a very simple example to illustrate. So here we have 12, 15, and 18. Let's say, for example, we stop there. Right. So here we have only three numbers. Right. How can you find out that indeed there are indeed three numbers? Well, the trick here is 18 minus 12. 18 minus 12 is 6, as you know. Okay. Now 6 divided by how many you're counting by, which is 3, equals to 2, right? Which means that we have two gaps here between the numbers. If we have two gaps, we add one more, it means that we have three numbers altogether. All right, so now let's have a look to see this one here. We've got 99 minus 12, which is, we can use a calculator if you like. 99 minus 12, or you can do it mentally. That's 87. Now 87 divide by counting in threes, so divide by 3, gives you 29 gaps. Now with 29 gaps, we therefore have 29 plus 1, we have 30 numbers altogether. So we have 30 numbers in this series. So what's a very quick way for us to add up these 30 numbers? Well, if we look to see what 12 plus 99 is, 12 plus 99, and we just, again, if you want, you can use a calculator, is 111. All right. Now, what's the next two? What about these two added together? 15 plus 96, we find is also 111. What about these two added together? Yes, you guessed it, it is also equal to 111, which means that we can pair up the lowest and the highest number, and adds up to 111. The second lowest and the second highest also adds up to 111, and so forth, going right down to the middle. So how many pairs of numbers do we have here? Well, remember, we have 30 numbers in this series, which means that we have 15 pairs of numbers that add up to 111. Okay, so simply 15 times 111 equals 15 times 111 equals 1665. All right, and that is the sum of all numbers in this pattern. Having a look at the answer, 1665 is indeed the right answer. Now the next part B of this question asks you, how many numbers in this pattern do not contain the digit 3? Well, I think it's easier for us to count how many do contain the digit 3. And if you like, you can just count in your head, counting in threes. We've got 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36, 39, 42, 45, 48, 51, 54, 57, 60, 63, 66, 69, 72, 75, 78, 81, 84, 87, 90, 93, 96, 99. Okay, if you like, you can write it down as well, but I've just counted in my head, and here you can see I've got, using my fingers, I got 6 numbers which actually contain the number 3. All right, so we got 30 numbers altogether minus 6 that contains the number 3 equals to 24. So we got 24 numbers that do not contain the digit 3, and that's the answer there. Checking the answer, 24 is indeed the correct answer. So a fairly easy question here if you do it the long way, right? There's no shortcuts to it. Well, there's a slight shortcut here that we have used to sum up the numbers. But other than that, take your time. It is worth 4 marks. All right, you do it slowly, you're guaranteed to get it right. Next page. And here we are on page 12. Let's have a look at this question 15 on page 12. A brown bag and a blue bag contain some notes. All right, you can only have 2 different types of notes. We've got $2 notes and $5 notes. Now the brown bag has 5 more $2 notes than the blue bag. Well, let's write this down. Okay, so let's do a model diagram for this one. All right, so we have let's say $2 notes here. All right, we've got brown and we got blue. All right, so let's draw some blocks as or bar diagrams. All right, so here we have the number of notes in the number of $2 notes in the brown and the blue bag. The first statement, right, this is the first statement here, saying that brown bag has 5 more $2 notes than the blue bag. So the brown bag here has 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. That's 5 pieces. 5 pieces of $2 notes extra. Alright? Okay, now let's have a look at, well, $5 notes here. So let's start another block diagram. $5, brown and blue again. Alright? And we just draw it like so. Okay? Now the blue bag, right, the blue bag has 2 more pieces of $5 notes than the brown bag. So 1, 2, right? 2 pieces. Okay? 2 pieces extra. Right. Okay, now let's have a look at this one. The next, so that's the second statement. The third statement is here. 3/4 of the total number of notes in the blue bag is equal to 2/3 of the total number of notes in the brown bag. So now let's look at total notes here. Total notes, brown and blue. Okay, so this here says 3/4. All right, so 3/4 of the blue note of the. Let's do this diagram first. Okay, 3/4 of the notes in the blue bag. So 3/4. That's 3/4 here, right? 3 of the 4. So 3/4 of the number of notes in the blue bag is equal to 2/3. So that shaded portion is equal to 2, right? 2/3. All right, so 3 divided by 3, and that's 2 over there. Okay, 2. So 3/4 is equal to 2/3. Actually, I've got this mixed up. This is supposed to be blue, and this is supposed to be brown. Okay, so brown at the bottom. I've read it wrongly. So blue on top and brown at the bottom. All right. So 3/4 of the number of notes in the blue bag, so that's blue, is equal to 2/3 of the number of notes in the brown bag. Okay, so that's brown. All right. And lastly, the fourth statement, the total number of $2 notes in the 2 bags is 15. So that's the $2 diagram there. So that there, total, we have, not $15, 15 pieces. Okay, total number of $2 notes in 2 bags is 15 pieces. So the first question is, how many $2 notes are there in the blue bag? That's the question mark here. How many is that there? Well, let's have a look. This is a fairly easy question because here we got 15 pieces altogether. And here we know we got 5 pieces and we know that these two are equal. So 15 minus 5 pieces is equal to 10 pieces, and these two are equal, right? So 2 units equals to 10 pieces. 1 unit is equal to 5 pieces. So therefore, how many $2 notes are there in the blue bag? 5 pieces. And that's the answer for part A. Let's have a look at part B. How much money was there in the blue bag? All right. Well, we know there are 5 pieces of $2 notes in blue bag. So how many $5 pieces are there? All right. Well, here, let's relate these two diagrams to this diagram here. Let me change the color pen. Let me use green. Okay. So here we got brown has 5 pieces more. So brown has 5 pieces more. But here, blue has 2 pieces more. Okay, so brown has 5 more, and now brown here has 2 less. Okay, so the result is that the brown bag has 3 more than blue. Okay, So brown bag has 5 minus 2, has 3 pieces more than the blue. All right, which means that this difference here, and the bottom one, the longer one is brown, right? That difference there, that gap there, that small little gap there, is 3 pieces. Okay, right? So if that little gap there is 3 pieces, then the difference here is 1 unit, right? And that your 1 unit is 3, equals to 3 pieces. All right. So how do we know it's 1 unit in the first place? Well, let's see. Okay, here we can cut it, and that's how we know. We cut it. So we cut it in half. Here we cut that in half, and here we've got that line there as well. Okay, here we've got that line. We cut this in half and got that line. Here we cut that in half and have there. And here the thirds, we cut that into 3 pieces, cut that into 3 pieces, and cut that into 3 pieces. You can see that it is exactly 1 unit, right? The difference is exactly 1 unit once we cut it and keep the size of these small little cuts consistent. So that's how we know that 1 unit is equal to 3 pieces of notes. And therefore, for the blue bag, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've got 8 units, and therefore 8 units is equal to 3 times 8 equals to 24 pieces. Okay? Now, out of these 24 pieces, we already know from the answer to question A that we got 5 pieces of $2 notes. So, $2 notes times 5. And if we got 5 pieces of $2 notes, it means that how many $5 notes do we have? Well, we got 19, because 19 and 5 is 24 pieces altogether. So we got 19 pieces of $5 notes. All right. So let's add it up, or multiply it out first. So 2 times 5 is $10. 5 times 19, you can use a calculator if you like. I'll just do a quick mental calculation, and that is 95. All right. So the total amount of money in the blue bag is $10 worth of $2 notes and $95 worth of $5 notes, added up together, and we get $105. Okay. So the answer to question A is 5 pieces, and that's correct. And the answer to part B is 105 pieces, and that's also correct. Okay, so here we can see the power of drawing these diagrams and how we can relate this block model or the bar model to what is written in the question. All right, good luck with this one. Next page. And this is page 13. Question 16. Lizen bought 44 stickers at the prices shown below. So you got big, let's call that B, you got medium, M, and small, S. The price of the big sticker is 40 cents, medium is 30 cents, and the small sticker is 20 cents. She paid a total of $12.40 for the stickers. So this is the first statement here. Right? Let's write it down in the form of a mathematical equation. Right. So she bought 44 stickers altogether. So the number of stickers for big plus medium plus small is equal to 44. Okay, that's the first thing that we know. What's the second thing that we know? Well, the second thing that we know is this statement here. And let's write that down in a mathematical format. We've got 40 cents times the number of big stickers. So let's work with cents rather than 0.4. Let's work with 40 cents rather than $0.4. All right. So 40 big plus 30 cents. So 30 cents multiplied by the number of medium stickers that you have, plus 20 cents multiplied by the number of small stickers that you have, right? So price times quantity is how much you spend, right? So the total there should be equal to $12.40. And since we're working with cents all along, let's put that in cents as well. So that's 1,240 cents, right? So because we work with cents, we need to be consistent and also have this figure here in cents rather than dollars and cents. Right? Well, now what's the third thing that we know? This is the third thing that we know here. The number of big stickers is the same as the number of medium stickers. So the third thing that we know here is that B is equal to M. The number of big stickers is equal to the number of medium stickers that she has bought. Okay, so let's have a look to see what else we can do. Now we know that these are the three main things here, and I'm going to change color pen. Right, so substituting B for M, right? So we're going to put we're going to put B there in place of M, because the aim here is to try to reduce the number of variables as much as possible, reduce the number of letters and unknowns as much as possible, right? So we're going to write here B plus B, so B plus B, that's B, because we know that M is the same as B. So B plus S is equal to 44. All right. So 2B plus S is equal to 44. Take small steps at a time. Right. Whenever you do these equations algebraically, just take small little steps at a time. All right. 2B is equal to 44 minus S. Right. Plus S, bring it to this side, becomes minus S. The sign changes when you cross over the equal sign. Therefore, B is equal to 44 minus S over 2. Right? And I'm going to box this first because I'm just going to leave that at the moment, and I'm just going to move on to something else for now. Okay? Now, let me see if I got some space here on the right hand side. Okay, so the next part is, let's look at this equation here, the second equation. All right, for the second equation, let me write it down again. 40b plus 30m plus 20s equals 1240. Okay, 1240. A little bit squeezy there, but you get we need less and less space as we go along. All right. Now we know that B and M is the same. Right. So I'm going to write this down again. This time using B's rather than M's. So 40B plus 30B, right? Because M and B are the same. Plus 20S is equal to 1240. Okay, make sure you write the S properly, otherwise you might mistake it for a 5 later on. Right, so it's 20S here. All right, add that together, 40B and 30B, that's 70B plus 20S equals 1240. Okay, now we can substitute B, because we know B is this little expression here. We can substitute this expression here into this function. Okay, so 70, and let's keep the brackets there, 44 minus S on 2 plus 20S equals 1240. Now you can see here we have this equation now. Once we have substituted B, the only unknown or the only letter in this equation is S. So of course we can simplify it and solve for S. All right. So 70 divided by 2 is 35. 35, and I'll keep the brackets there. 44 minus S plus 20S equals 1240. Okay. Multiply this out. 35 times 44. Use your calculator. You are allowed calculators in paper 2. So 35 times 44 is, I've got the calculation already done. So I've got 1540, that's 35 times 44, minus 35 times s is minus 35s, plus 20s equals 1240. Okay, all right. So now what can we do here? Minus 35s plus 20s is minus 15s. So 1540 minus 15s, right, equals 1240. Okay. Now let's bring this s term over to the right hand side and bring this over to the other side. So 1540 plus 1240, bring this to this side, becomes negative 1240 equals negative 15s, bring it to this side, becomes 15s. Okay, so here we have 1540 minus 1240 is a nice round number of 300 equals 15s. Therefore, s is equal to 300 divided by 15, which is 20. Okay, so that's what s is. So that's the answer to the first part. The question here is, how many small stickers did Lizen buy? Well, s is 20, so she bought 20 small stickers. Okay, right? So that's the answer there for part A. Now we can very easily get the number of big stickers as well, because we already have the function here for big. Right? So b is equal to 44 minus how many small stickers? We got 20. Minus 20 divided by 2, which is equal to 12. So b is equal to 12. And let me just box that up as well. Okay, so we've got 20 small stickers, 12 big stickers, and how many medium stickers? Well, we don't need to find how many medium stickers because the question doesn't ask us to, but we know that the sum of them equal to 44, so we can easily work out how many medium stickers there are because we know how many big and how many small as well. All right, but we're not going to do that for now because we're going to finish part B here. How much more did Lizen spend on big stickers than she did on small stickers? So now let's have a look at the cost here, and I'm going to change color pen to green so that we can differentiate the different parts of this question. We have 12 big stickers that cost 40 cents each. Okay, so that equals to 480 cents. We have 20 small stickers that cost 20 cents each, and that equals to a total of 400 cents. All right. So the difference between how much she spent on the big stickers and how much she spent on the small stickers is 480 minus 400, 80 cents. All right. So how much more did Lizen spend on big stickers than she did on small stickers? The difference here is 80 cents. All right. Just double checking. The answer to part A is 20 small stickers, and we got that right. And the answer to part B is 80 cents, and we got that right as well. Next page.